Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Tim Roache. I'm the General Secretary of the GMB, Britain's General Union.
And what is the GMB?
The GMB is a trade union of 620,000 working people in the UK. 50% of those are women, the other half are men. We have membership in the public sector, mainly in schools and hospitals and depots, where they clean our streets and empty our bins. But also we have membership in the private sector, in manufacturing, and also in utilities, gas, electricity, water. That is where the GMB was first formed in 1889 out of the gas workers. So we have a very long and proud history and a very good balanced membership.
Just for a more couple of lines, could you please give us some more information about the GMB?
And the GMB is a union that we believe in campaigning on key issues. And that is where we first got involved with the Ocalan Campaign, Free Ocalan Campaign, because we understand that it's not just about what our members face in the UK, it's also what's going on nationally and internationally. And when I first heard about Abdullah Ocalan, I thought it was absolutely disgraceful, and that's why the GMB also try and get involved with as many external international initiatives.
How did you hear about Kurds and Ocalan?
So the first I heard was with a friend of mine called Ibrahim Douglas, who came in to see me about Ocalan and about the plight of Kurdish people. I have to be honest and say I didn't know any of this even happened at all. And when Ibrahim was telling me about the Turkish people view any minorities as against the state and some sort of threat to the Turkish state, that can't be right and that can't be fair. And then he told me about Ocalan and about him setting up the Workers' Party in the 70s, and the fact that he was then thrown in jail, and he's been in jail in solitary confinement for 19 years just for his beliefs, and his beliefs are about a democratic, peaceful settlement. That is absolutely outrageous, and that's when GMB set up the Free Ocalan Campaign. We were the trade union, proud to be the trade union that actually established the Freedom for Ocalan Campaign, and now, happily, many other unions have followed suit.
Mr. Ocalan is under the isolation now, and he can't see the lawyers and the family as well. Do you think it's against human rights as a political prisoner?
I think it's not only against human rights to deny him access to his lawyers, access to his family, to keep him in solitary confinement. That is, of course, against his basic rights, but also it's just fundamentally unfair. He's not a terrorist. He writes eloquently, he talks eloquently about a peaceful settlement, a democratic settlement. That's what he wants. He wants and he has ideas to work with Turkey and the Turkish government for a peaceful settlement, recognising the fundamental, crucial role that Kurdish people should play in Turkey and in Syria. He's no terrorist, and to deny him these fundamental rights is, yes, indeed, a basic breach of his rights.
Can we say Mr. Ocalan is a key point for bringing peace in the Middle East? Also, it's an example for the world as well.
I think what Ocalan brings is the real opportunity to bring peace, not just, of course, in Turkey and Syria, but across the Middle East, exactly as you say. It's no surprise that since he's been thrown into solitary confinement, he's almost more popular now than he was then. Because what he hasn't done, he hasn't said that we should go to war and take up weapons. He's done the opposite. He has said that we need to put down the weapons and we need to talk about a democratic settlement. I think the Middle East are learning a lot from Ocalan, and I think they will continue to do so.
What do you do for campaigning for now, and what is your plans for the campaign for the next year?
So the GMB have just re-affiliated to the Freedom for Ocalan Campaign. As I've said, we were proud to be the ones that actually established the campaign in the first place. What we're going to continue to do is ensure that there are motions to our Congress, that we get the Trade Union Congress of all the trade unions in the UK to get on board with this campaign, encourage as many trade unions as we possibly can to get on board with the campaign as well, work with my good friend Ibrahim Douglas here, and continue to work with our Kurdish colleagues and our Kurdish friends to highlight this plight that Ocalan is facing. It's disgraceful. He's 79 years old. He's been in solitary confinement for 19 years against his human rights for simply stating what is a fact, and that is that Kurdish people should be treated with dignity and respect.
What is your message to the Kurds regarding Ocalan?
First of all, that Ocalan is a hero, and he's a very intelligent man, and that what he advocates, peaceful negotiated settlement, is the right way. And the fact that Kurdish people are supporting him in their millions is to their credit. He is the leading voice. The government know that. The Turkish government know that. That's why they talked to him for 2 years, up to February 2015. And then right at the last moment, the president pulled the plug and then picked up rifles again. What a disgrace. That could have brought about the peaceful settlement that Kurdish people and Turkish people really want. So continue to support Abdullah Ocalan.